Hi, I'm Bill Hansbury, co-author of the Playberry program and co-author of the Word Cracking Resources and the Word Cracker. So, welcome to Sunday Morning Spelling. I'm going to get you to spell some words for me. Now, they're not real words, they're non-words. The reason I'm going to get you to spell non-words is I don't want you to be able to easily call on words that you already know how to spell, because we're going to try and exercise some of your suffixing spelling rules. So get a bit of paper. You can pause one by one and do these. So first word, are we ready? Unglightly, unglightly. Second word, miscradding, miscradding. Third word, displatish, displatish. And the last word I'm going to get you to spell is slappiness, slappiness. So let's see how you went. Let's see the correct spelling. So first word was unglightly. There's our suffix ly. Now you may have chosen to spell glite with an I consonant E. That would have been fine as well. Miscradding. Double that D before we add that suffix. Third word, displate. Drop the E, add the ISH. And the last word, slappy. Double the PINESS. Okay, so have a quick look and see how you went. Now, if you got them all right, there's a couple of reasons for that. And the first reason is you've got what we call strong orthographic processing, which means your brain is really good at working out which letters should go next to which. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at one of the spelling rules that was used here. Okay, displatish. Let's just say with our base word, which was plate, let's just say we'd left the E there and then added ISH. So I'll do it over here. As well. Now, if you've got a good orthographic processor, your brain would have picked up on that weird EI combination at that point in the word and said, no, that's actually no good. So drop E probably just happened off plate for you. So that's one of the reasons that people turn into strong spellers. It's kind of a bit of an innate thing you're born with, and your brain has a real sensitivity to which letters should stand next to which letters in which parts in words. You may have also spelt them right because you're across the 4 suffixing rules, the add, double, drop and change rule. Now, when we work with kids with difficulties in spelling, we actually need to teach them these suffixing rules because it doesn't come automatically to lots of young people. So let's have a look quickly at what were the suffixing rules going on in these words. So let's start with unglightly, and we're going to use the word cracker to help us. So we hope the kids can recognise prefixes, bases and suffix, but they don't always. One of the weaknesses of poor spelling is you don't have an intuitive understanding of these. Number 1, syllabic, and number 2, morphemic boundaries. So unglightly, here's our base word glite and our suffix was ly. So that was no problem. The suffix was just added. There was nothing that had to go on here because we had a consonant suffix ly adding to a GHT ending, no problem there. So it was a just add rule. Now let's go and have a look at miscradding. So our prefix was miss, our base word was crad, and our suffix was ing, which means it's happening here. Now, if we were to read that, we'd go, that's got to be miscradding. But we knew that when we teach kids with the word cracker, we teach them to have a look at the pattern on the end of the base word. Now the base word's not real here, it's crad. But whenever we have a vowel consonant ending and we're adding a vowel suffix, we have to double. So kids do that with like running and runner all the time. Well, they don't all do it. This is the rule that plays here, and it's good to teach it to all of them. Our other word was displatish. So if we change our prefix, change our suffix and put our base word in the middle, which was plate, again, this is what we were talking about before, this weird E and I. So we teach our kids using the cracker that we have a vowel consonant letter E ending on the back of our plate here. And when we've got a vowel consonant E ending and we're adding a vowel suffix, we drop that E. So that's where it's gone in displatish. Okay, and slappiness. Now this is actually a really interesting one because there's a couple of things going on here. You've probably worked out that the base here is slap. Okay, so when slap turns into slappy, we are again using this 1-1-1 doubling rule because we've got a base word with 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant. We're adding a vowel suffix, so we have to double that final consonant. So we had slappy, but then we added another suffix, which is ness, and here we have to use the spelling rule that was called, which is one of our change rules. So in our change rule, if we have a Y, a consonant, and then a Y on the end of a base word, we have to change that Y to an I, and it happens in happiness. So we've covered here a couple of our spelling rules, our add, double, drop and change, but I want you to take you back to unglitely. If you were one of the people that did spell glite with an G-L-I-T-E, so using a vowel consonant E spelling here, you would have had to have used a just add rule. But a lot of our kids would go, oh, I've got to drop that E. But you don't. The E stays on, even though glite is a vowel consonant E ending. Do you know why the E stays on glite when we're doing unglitely? Because we're adding a consonant suffix. So the drop E rule works for vowel suffixes, not consonant suffixes. So, this is really important work for kids who, for all kids. Now our strong spellers, like I said, with their strong orthographic processing, get this stuff on their own. It just sort of locks in. But for our weaker spellers, this is the type of thing we need to be teaching using the word cracker. These very important add, double, drop, change rules, which we really hope to have into them by year 7 and have them working properly before they go to high school. So thank you for watching. I hope you went okay, and if you didn't, well, you've got some suffixing rules to work on. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that you have some success with this. Okay, now the word cracking resource is for sale. You'll see the link to the website underneath. And Ashley's barking. Thanks everyone.